except for the one paragraph that would then wind up going public via other means, via Emory University. You sent a researcher down there to go.
Let's dive right into the heart of one of the juiciest and most controversial topics to ever swirl around the Obama's picture. This Joan Rivers, the unapologetically bold comedian known for her razor-sharp tongue and fearless commentary, drops a bombshell that leaves everyone gasping. It's July 24th, and Joan, in typical Joan fashion, is cornered by reporters and asked a seemingly innocent question about whether the United States would ever see its first homosexual president or female president. Without skipping a beat, she delivers our response. That would send shockwaves through the media and beyond. We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down. You know, Michelle is a trans individual, and just like that, the world was handed new conspiracy theory on a silver platter. But Joanne didn't stop there. When the reporter asked for clarification, she doubled down unabashedly, stating a trans individual will know. The sheer audacity of the comment instantly lip headlines, social media feeds, and gossip circles. Now, Joan Rivers was no stranger to controversy, but this particular claim, it was explosive. Even by her standards, people were left wondering, was she joking? As comedian softened door, was there something more to her statement?
I have to say, though, those weren't that mean. I mean, I've got to tell you, you should see what the Senate says about me all the time. I mean, that was some piker stuff.
That was some stuff. The timing couldn't have been more intriguing or suspicious, depending on whom you ask. Just a few weeks after making that jaw-dropping remark, Joan Rivers went in for what was supposed to be a routine throat procedure in Manhattan. The outcome, a series of complications that led to her untimely passing. And this, my friends, is where the plot thickens almost immediately. Whispers began circulating, wash her departure from this world. A tragic coincidence, or did she know something she wasn't supposed to did? She crossed a line that someone didn't want their crossing. The conspiracy started rolling in like a tidal wave.
But it turns out that he was writing to his then girlfriend, this is, back in the younger years, about how he had repeated fantasies of having with men.
Let's back up for a moment and take a closer look at Jane's claim. The idea that Michelle Obama might be hiding a secret, as monumental as her gender, isn't new. In fact, whispers about Michelle's appearance and background had been simmering in the darker corners of the internet for years. Critics and conspiracy theorists alike had latched onto everything from her athletic build to her mannerisms, using the so-called evidence to fuel their theories. And when Joan Rivers, an entertainer with a massive platform, spoke those words out loud, it was as though she had validated every wild speculation that had been lurking online. Suddenly, what was once relegated to fringe conspiracy forums was thrust into mainstream conversation. Adding fuel to the fire were a series of curious anecdotes and alleged slip-ups involving Barack Obama himself. Over the years, eagle-eyed observers have pointed out instances where Barack appeared to accidentally refer to Michelle as Michael in one speech addressing military personnel. Barack said, "Michael, and I also want to acknowledge your son Jack again." During a different event, the stum led saying, when Michelle's mad, I get worried. While these could easily be chalked up to harmless verbal stumbles, conspiracy theorists have seized on this moment as smoking guns.
Personally, for me, if I were able to run for a third term, Michelle would divorce me. So, So it's useful that I don't have that choice to make.
And it didn't stop there. Critics began dissecting the Obama's family photos, pointing out the lack of pregnancy pictures of Michelle's. Speculation ran rampant that Malia and Sasha, their daughters, might not even be biologically theirs. The Ories flourished, with some claiming that the girls were adopted or the children of close family friends. Martin Bitten draw Anita Blanchard draw Blanchard. Notably was the same physician who reportedly delivered the Obama daughters' vacation photos of the Obamas and the Nesbitt family together only added more fuel to the fire, with some insisting that then Bits were always close by, keeping an eye on the children, right?
Right, and I think one of the things that we all have to work through is learning how to decode when that fear is going to help us and when it's holding us back. Because you come out here every night and you make it look easy. But I know that there is always a thing in people who are in the public eye where you have to get over that crest of fear and get out here and do your thing.
Perhaps most tantalizing to conspiracy enthusiasts was a set of alleged records from the Illinois State Board of Elections. According to these documents, Michelle Obama was supposedly registered as a male voter from 1994 until 2008, the same year. Barack launched his historic presidential campaign. And wouldn't you know it, that's also the year Michelle's alleged gender marker was officially changed to female. Coincidence the internet didn't think, so let's not forget Barack's half-brother, Malik Obama, who has only added more layers to this tangled web of intrigue over the years. Malik has been a vocal critic of his brother and has stirred the pot with cryptic tweets and comments. Most notably, Malikansa tweeted, "Is Michelle Michael?" Though he provided no evidence to back up his insinuation, his statement sent conspiracy theorists into a frenzy, and as if that weren't enough, Malik later followed up with another tweet declaring that he could neither confirm nor deny the legend of Big Mike, a nickname some have mockingly used for Michelle in online forums.
And that is, there was another girlfriend that he had whose letters with Barack were produced to you. She gave you letters between the two.
But it wasn't just Joan Rivers and Malik Obama fanning the flames. Other public figures, including far-right commentators and even some medical professionals, have weighed in over the years, and a particularly eyebrow-raising claim came from a supposed doctor who alleged that Michelle Obama was a biological male, stating that her medical records had been tightly guarded during Barack's campaign, while no hard evidence has ever surfaced to support these accusations. The lack of transparency has only emboldened conspiracy theorists to dig deeper. And then there's the matter of Joan Rivers herself. As the theories surrounding Michelle gained traction, so did the speculation about Joan's passing. Some conspiracy theorists insist that her departure was far too convenient. Given the timing of her marks, they point to the series of errors that occurred during her procedure, including the use of the wrong anesthetic dosage, the failure to monitor her vitals. Federal investigators later revealed that Jan's procedure was riddled with mistakes, but for some these findings only deepened their suspicions. Was it really due to medical negligence, or was there something more sinister at play? And if so, who stood to gain from her silence?
In the letters that were given to you, it just said a paragraph about homosexuality. This has made a lot of news.
The rabbit hole doesn't end there, though. Let's talk about Larry Sinclair Ammon, who has repeatedly claimed to have intimate encounters with Barack Obama. While his allegations are separate from the rumors surrounding Michelle, they've added yet another layer to the narrative of secrecy and scandal, enveloping the Obama claims, combined with Joan Rivers' remarks, have led some to question whether the Obama's public image as the perfect couple is merely a facade. What's particularly fascinating is how the rumors and the Ories haven't just persisted, they've evolved. They've taken on a life of their own, spreading across social media platforms and drawing in new believers. Severed videos dissecting Michelle's body language, analyzing her photos, and replaying Barack's supposed slip-up have garnered millions of views. It's as if the world can't get enough of this enigma, and Joan Rivers' infamous comment remains the touchstone for it all.